Hey guys, it's SF and welcome to another random talk video. Basically an hour of me talking about random Monster Strike stuff, things that happened recently, things that new monsters, new content in both JP and NA. So the dungeon today is going to be Michelangelo, and my team is going to be PCG3, Loki, and Guile. In terms of Michelangelo's luck for me right now, it's at 79, so hopefully 20 in an hour should be good enough in my opinion. And in terms of my max luck count, I am at 83. The max is 95, but maybe sometime I'll do like a box showing sometime in the near future. Maybe once I hit a milestone or something, or once I hit a milestone in NA as well. So something in between. But recently I hit 550 days, so that's a good milestone. But I'll see in the future when I have time to actually do it, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm kind of stocking for a rainy day, I guess. But I did do. This will be after like a lot of stuff that's already came up, but I still haven't done it yet. But Skull Dragon, Highland Skull Dragon. So what that dungeon is a 5-star only 5-star or lower dungeon. So you can only bring a full team of 5-star monsters. It could be 4 5-star monsters. It could be 5 6-star monsters, but it has to be in their base 5-star form. And dungeon wise, it's pretty easy, so it's really good for beginners to actually beat it. Difficulty is not that hard. You can get, there are like really good monsters, but they're all hatcher monsters. But some people have like hatcher 5 6-star monsters, and some have even like luck 90s for them. So the whole dungeon is, if you have a luck 90, then it'll be a max luck. It's a plus 10 luck dungeon. And basically clear off the shields, and then it will decrease the defense and decrease the defense of the boss, but raises the attack of the mobs. And the mobs don't even do that much anyways. Like even with a team of like 50 60k, they won't like one shot you or anything like that. So it's really cool. And Skull Dragon is really good as well. Although I don't really like another no gravity barrier monster, especially for the max luck, because there's a ton of them already. There's of course PCG3 right there. I normally use Snowman as well, and then there's like Tengu, which is also great. And although like in terms of stats, probably Skull Dragon is probably the highest out of those three. Within those three out of those four, and he also has a Slayer as well. And bump combo is okay. Like bump combo damage is a 9k pen elemental homing, I think, which is also nice. So it is bugged right now, so maybe until after it comes out, when 6.1.1 comes back, whenever it comes out, probably in a week or so. So until then, the dungeon is kind of stalled out until then. Although I've seen a person with a max luck Skull Dragon, and legit, basically people stocked it for like later on, but it was bugged. So people that went in a little bit after the dungeon ended, you still couldn't get in from the stock dungeon. But after a few hours or after a day or something, like after 12 hours or something, like people can get back in. And then of course it didn't have the plus 10 luck, but if people leached on hard enough, then they could probably get to luck 99. It's pretty crazy in my opinion, but it's no big like hurry in my opinion. Like you can probably get to max luck very soon. Like normally you can just do it within like a couple of hours, even if you don't have a max luck. So, and it was up for every day for like 2 weeks, so it was really good. But once it comes back out, then I'll be farming it again. Team wise, for me, I was farming with my friends. So besides the video that I put out with Iki, Shinji Atos, and Cutting, and then friend was a I've got the friend. Oh, yeah, it's probably a Freyr. It was a Freyr. But with me and my friend, it was Iki, Shinji Atos, Asmodeus, and a Freyr. And probably my friend had another Iki, but he didn't evolve it yet. So probably the next time we run, it will be double Iki, Shinji Atos, and what's this? Lock Knight, Asmodeus. Yeah. But like Iki Shinji Atos combo does like 5 million to Skull Dragon, so it's really awesome. You can one shot the last bar. You can one shot the last bar, and if you have 2 Ikis, then you can do one shot the second bar and then one shot the last bar as well. And probably like if it's 5 million, like you can burst down the second bar and it will burst down some of the last bar as well, so you can just burst down second bar and then even without the defense, because you need the defense down on Skull Dragon to actually get to 5 million. Even without it, you can probably burst it down from the last stage when his health gets low. I haven't tried it out, but in theory it will work. In theory. But Loki, also new stuff was Loki. I finally brought back Monster of the Week, but I don't know if I'm going to do it on a weekly basis. Maybe I might, but maybe I won't. It depends on the requests and how much it really matters, in my opinion. Like, it's hard to find dungeons that they're actually good in, and good in that matters, I guess, because like, of course Loki works in Michelangelo, but nobody really cares about that, right? So, well, I guess not everybody would care about, like, I know some people would care about it, but not everybody would care about it. Like, Michelangelo, you can use like other monsters, and there are probably better monsters out there. But yeah, it's hard to find like impossibles or Bakusetsu like on time within a week to actually put them all out. And that was just a bad position. And give me a good spot for Loki. There is the perfect spot. Awesome. Like, it does about 1 million at least to non-light monsters. Hurricane! And that's GG. Too strong, too strong. Like, I really like low cooldown monsters for speed farming. So like Guile, I use Guile for no gravity bear dungeons a lot. And then for mines, it'll be Loki or Roy's. And then damage walls, it will be Aladdin's. And then depending on the element, I might bring Sada for like gravity bears as well. Like, it really depends on the dungeon as well. That's why I didn't bring Sada here, because of course gravity bear water dungeon, although it doesn't really matter in my opinion. Counter Slayer basically nullifies that weakness. I just hope that I keep count. I can't really keep count, as you remember. Let's use Baelsar. Baelsar, no gravity barrier, light resistance, doesn't really make a difference in this, but strike shot reducer. Strike shot is the same as Mamon. If you see Mamon's strike shot, and then rewind blaster with his blast type. Is he a blast type? No, he was a balance type. He's a balance type. But you can get that pinch, is really cool. I still need practice on those pinches. Like, I've done the Twin Dragon, the Gordy and Baldi, and it's all about pinching, right? But then I keep on missing Mamon's strike shot sometimes, and I sometimes die from it, which is not great. But it's like, you need practice on it. I don't know how, but I guess just play it like a number of times, like use that strike shot a number of times. Oh man. And then third video that's probably coming out after this is Sada on the 23rd floor of the Tower of Champions. it is the Transcendent version, so it probably won't work with the Ascended version, so don't try it with in NA. And basically, Zelda wrecking, and it doesn't really need any stalling or anything like what I did in like a lot of those 23rd floor videos. But you need to have at least a speed up monster, and in that video I use Shinji Atos, but you can use like Wukong and stuff like that, and it will work just as well. And I think like if I had a Wukong that I probably won't bring like a, who's her name? Asuka, I might bring like a Himiko to be a little bit more OP with the meteor, but Asuka still works fine. I just wanted that blast bump to deal more damage with Sanda, and Sanda's bump combo does a surprising amount of damage, even though people didn't like her main bump combo, which is the rebound spread, because it's not pierce and it doesn't like pierce through enemies and deal more damage to multiple enemies, but it's still strong enough that it can wipe out a lot of mobs. And of course the close spread does some work as well. There we go. You'll be hearing a lot of sonic booms. I'm sorry for that. It might get a little bit tiring. I hear it all the time, so I'm kind of used to it. It's kind of like white noise to me right now. But for people that don't really play with sound and stuff like that, you'll be hearing a lot of sonic booms and sonic hurricanes throughout this video. But I probably put the game volume really low, so you might not hear it as much, or hear it that off, like hear it really loud while I'm talking. So it's alright, I guess. But Sada is really good, and even though Circuit doesn't have gravity barriers around her, she does a lot of damage, and you'll probably see the amount when once you saw the video, if you haven't seen the video. But in terms of JP news, of course Odin got announced, and people it wasn't mixed, let's just say that. Basically second coming of Highland. People say that. What else is there? Even worse than Highland, because Highland actually has better uses. But there's reasons why, because of course there's only a single no ability in terms of the no gravity barrier, and then strike shot didn't change, and the strike shot itself wasn't that strong either. There is a official video of them using Odin, the Transcendent Odin, and it wasn't that strong, like 1.5 million to a fire monster. And bump combo is kind of iffy. It's a new homing, it's a more powerful homing, the highest in its highest ever a homing has ever been, but it's not that like it's just 8 blasts, 8 homings that does 22k each. Like if you get like a sidekick, it will do like a lot, like 22 damage per. That's like a one-way laser that can home. Like even a lock-on is 24k, and it does 3 instances of 24k, whereas Odin's homing is 8 instances of 22k. So it's more random in terms of the homing, but it deals a lot more damage. So there's that, and people actually calculated when you compare it to like other homing piercers and stuff like that. So it's the highest in terms of base damage, like on paper. On paper, it does more damage on paper to all the other monsters with homing. So Munduses with like homing piercers and homing destruction, higher than that, and then higher than Alice, who has homing piercer as well. I'm not sure if it's pierce destruction, probably not pierce destruction, but like homing piercer and then another homing piercer on top of it. That's even higher, and it was pretty awesome. But of course you can overkill, which is some of people's other arguments, like and then like it's hard to hit the weak spot because it's not Piercer. Piercers hit weak spots more often than normal homings. And then yeah, those are generally the main thing. For me, Odin is a crazy stack tank in my opinion. If you didn't really see his stats, nobody really sees numbers in my opinion. Besides, if it's a power type, then oh my god, he's super slow and all that stuff. And for me, his HP is like crazy. It's like crazy. If you've seen his HP, it is the second highest, and the only one that's higher than him is It's Behemoth. And then Behemoth has 29k, Odin has 28k. If you want to compare, like God Striker is number 3 with 27k, and then there's like Himiko, and then Gal Nash with also like 27k, and then it goes down from there. So first legit 28k HP monster, for me that's a lot, and that is awesome. You know I always like HP on my monsters, and usually I don't really like teams with like under 85k. It gets me a little wary sometimes, but sometimes I use those. But I really like high HP monsters, and Odin is the second highest. Of course, speed is really slow. It's really slow. Attack is not the highest. It's like top 10-ish. I think it's top 10. I'm not sure. Might not be top 10 because it's around 35k. And there's like monsters with like 40k plus in terms of power types. But I'm pretty sure they will make a dungeon that is fit for Odin later in the future. Like especially with the with the speed bomb from Yamato Takeru 0. He has like 200 speed, and they'll probably make some like speed bomb that does crazy damage like that dungeon, like that Yamato dungeon, and he will be really awesome for it. Like future potential is always there for Transcendent monsters, and it's not like he's worse than the Ascended form. It's just that he wasn't as good as some of the other Transcendent forms, like in terms of power and range. Like maybe he'll be fit for like one specific dungeon, kind of like Lindsay with the Krishna Zero. With Krishna Zero, so he might not be like super OP, but when you're comparing it to like all the other water monsters out there, like oh my god, that's a lot of water monsters. But all of them are damage wall monsters. I'm not really sure about the rankings in terms of gravity barrier monsters. Like I can't really think off the top of my head that is like super OP in terms of, well, I guess Nilai Kana is probably the most OP, and that's a farmable. If you want to go Hatcher, it's like Sinbad's not that great anymore. I guess Oda Nobunaga X. Like some people are really liking Iris right now because of of course she's like super cute and everybody likes cute artwork and stuff like that. But like for me, I think Odin's a little bit better than Iris, but Iris does have better uses because she has more nulls and stuff like that. But her bump combo was super hard to use because it's the rebound split shot, and it's hard to actually get a good grasp of it. And that Sonic Boom hit missed the zombie. That's annoying. But for me, after this, speaking of Iris, I did roll her in the Striker collection, if you've seen the video. And what I'm going to do is keep her evolve. People go for the Ascended because of the Blast type split shot. But for me, I'm going to stick with the evolve with the no gravity barrier and the no magic circle because of the 31st floor. Like when I was clearing the JP tower, I used Iris and I borrowed some of my friends' Rapunzel. Like holy crap, that dungeon was easy. Like that dungeon was like super easy because I had, of course, the two Slayers with Rapunzel, and then I Iris who cannot be turned into a chicken, and that made it so easy. That made it super easy. Like, it took me one try, and yeah. So I'm probably going to stick with Iris in terms of evolution. I did roll some after, and I didn't get any of the top 4 monsters, and it was really, really sad for me. Like, all my friends had like Raphael's, like Ralph's, and D'Artagnan's, and all those monsters. For me, I didn't get any of them. I didn't even get a second Arthur. I didn't even get a second Royce, and he was number 5. So I was a little salty. I did get good monsters, but I just didn't get the top 4. At least I didn't get Bach, who was number 7. But the highest ranking for me in terms of the I'm gonna strike shot. In terms of the Striker collection was number 6 in Azazel, which you probably see in the video. I think I rolled Azazel in that video. And then the next one was, and after, who else I rolled? I rolled Jackal and Hyde, and then I rolled, of course, Iris. I rolled Amino Uzume. Who else I rolled? I rolled Apollo X, which was good. Although I didn't really want another no gravity bear. I have like a ton of wood no gravity bearing monsters. That's why I kind of don't like Skull Dragon, because I have like so much no gravity bears that I would. Because I remember I rolled Iris. I rolled 7 out of the top 16, and I didn't get the top 4, any of the top 4. So I was really salty. And I'm still salty. I'll probably like, and I did like 100 rolls, I think, in total in that hatcher. And yeah, didn't get any of them. What was I talking about? I forgot. But yeah, Odin. Odin's like 31st floor, really good. I would think like even him turning to a chicken will probably deal some good damage to the pinch. Like even without being like a normal Odin, like his power is high enough that you can just take off a set. And then of course strike shot's okay. If you have like a Margaret that can just reveal some weak spots, that'll be really, really good. But you know, hopefully they'll create a dungeon that is really good for him later on in the future. And then next thing they announced on the recent Monster Strike news is the new series. I'm not gonna say it because it's a Chinese name, and I'm really bad at Chinese, even though I am Chinese. For all the people that don't know. Even though the name of it is in Mandarin and I'm Cantonese. So there's that. I'm not Mandarin. And then, but holy crap, those monsters. Fire monster, crazy OP in my opinion. Blast type and a lock on rebound. So the lock on rebound is like Royce's rebound laser. But the fire guy, Nazha, is a blast type, so it does more damage, which is pretty good. And he also has flight and no gravity barrier, which is crazy as well. So double nulls, and I think he has a strike shot reducer for his piercing strike shot. I totally forgot. I messed up everything. And then the water monster is not that bad, I guess. I would expect the evolution to be a little bit more OP, hopefully, because she is one of like he like in terms of the actual story in the in history, like she's the main character, I think, pretty sure. Or is it the fire guy? It's probably the wood guy, the water guy, the water woman. And then like I think the fire guy is like the super OP character, and then but basically water woman is Demi-Hume Slayer M, and then a no warp, and then some random stuff that I didn't really care that much about. Maybe after once the data comes in, I'll look more into it. another thing people ask me is like, do reviews for new monsters, and of course I do it with like Monster of the Week, and that's coming back. But like they want like reviews for like new series hatchers and all that stuff. So like I said, it's really hard to keep up with everything. Like I have a lot of work in general to do, especially video wise and stretch out wise, the like site, and then have forums, and I also have to keep up with Monster Strike, so lots of work. So like last week was okay because it kind of died down after Skull Dragon kind of left us, so I had some time, but I didn't really do much with that time. I did max luck more monsters when I thought that last month I was like super dead. Like last month I went from 50 to 75 in a month. That's like so much farming. And like for me, like it takes at least 6 hours to max like one monster. Do that 25 times. Do that 25 times. And yeah, so it was rough for me, and I had to do all those other stuff as well. And do all the videos like and stuff like that. And then Tower came at the end of it, so I was half burnt. But like Tower was not so bad for me because I have cleared it before. I've cleared like multiple times, so it wasn't that bad. But you know, you still have to clear it and stuff like that, and do videos for the NA side. I wonder how many people have actually beaten it. Like I've seen like at least 20 people online. At least 20 people online have cleared it. So I'm not sure if it went to 3 digits yet. I highly doubt it went to 3 digits, but hopefully by the end of it, it will go to 3 digits. But I'm still predicting like not a lot of people will actually clear it. Like some people will give up and stuff like that, because of course Tower is not something that you can beat in general, like for everybody. Like when you compare it to like Striker's Rest back in Christmas time, if people play that and can't beat that, then there is a giant problem. So there's no way you'll be able to beat the Tower. And it's not like a skill type of thing, it's more of a monster type of thing. Like if you don't have the monsters to beat Striker's Rest, and Striker's Rest was a little bit easier in terms of box requirements, in terms of hatcher monsters and farmables, there's technically no way you can beat it with in what you call it? 4 drops in the Tower of Champions. But I did clear it. I was relatively late in, I guess. Like I was, I guess, the first 10-ish people that cleared it. Like I've seen people that have cleared it before me, and I'm probably around the first 10 that beat it. I might be wrong because, like, of course, not everybody goes on the internet and tells everybody that I've cleared it. So I might be wrong. I could be like the 50th person who knows. And there's a giant CERN behind me. But yeah, Tower, like, the only hard part, of course, for everybody is the 23rd floor. Some people might have a hard time with the 22nd floor. And then 21st floor is basically if you're ready for the tower or not. And some people who have trouble onto the 21st floor most likely will not be able to clear it. Especially if they don't have the monsters for it. Like, if they have the monsters but don't have the mechanics to do it, then I guess they can actually learn the dungeon. But if you don't have like 2 recovering monsters and without borrowing, then it's going to be really, really rough for them in the future. But I hope everybody liked those videos. Like, hope they find it awesome. I hope. I know people want me to do like the Kappa cheese. I call it the Kappa cheese because it is a cheesy trick to actually do. So basically, Kappa strike shot is a John Modulo strike shot, and then you clear off attack the clone, which has like billions of HP, and then you just clear the boss with it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. Maybe when I have time, but if you guys can try it, then do it. Like, I don't recommend it as a normal method of actually clearing it. In my opinion, there's like easier ways of clearing it, but some people can only clear it with Kappa. So I guess you can. I guess it's different for people, depending. But I don't clear it with Kappa because I find it harder. I find it harder and more stressful, in my opinion. Like, usually I find the most easiest way for me to clear a dungeon, and then I show it to you guys, and then hopefully that gives you another method of clearing a dungeon, and then you can watch other people's videos, and then you find their own ways. You find their own ways, and then of course you get more information. Then you choose, or you combine two together, and then make your own strategies, or have like a combination of the two, or something like that. But hopefully 3 digits for when the tower ends in NA, because it is coming back next month, and hope everybody will be prepared for it. I don't think it's gonna be hard to actually be prepared for next month if you're not gonna roll any monsters. I guess you can prepare the farmables, but outside of the really easier dungeons, then the farmables don't mean that much. Of course, if Daigokuten, well, I guess Daigokuten, like, even if Daigokuten comes back, it will only make the 26th floor a little bit easier, because you won't be relying on Yamato's laser to deal damage, because Yamato's laser is not as good as Daigokuten in terms of clearing the zombie loop, which that video was crazy long. And props to anybody that actually watched the whole thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people skipped. Actually, I could see, like, in my control panel for YouTube, I can probably see like who watched what part the most and stuff like that. So if people watch the whole thing, then props to you guys. And there goes the mech bird. Yay. Oh, lots of stuff happening. And then I'm not sure about NA. I think they're just gonna leave June until until Tower's done, because I don't think they'll go the JP route just yet. Although they are like going a little faster in terms of content, but I don't think they'll go to like the JP route where they just stack everything on top of each other. Like, because right now in JP is new series. Oh, okay, so Tower is here, and then this weekend, I'm filming on the weekend, so this weekend, Hero series, and they have like tons of stuff. So like, 3 times Divine Charles, EXP boost, all that stuff, all that fun stuff, daily ores, whatever. And then they have the lunch campaign, which has a new Transcendent every single week. They have a new event series coming out, so that's a ton. And then they have like lunchtime campaigns with like Muramasa and Murasame coming back. Am I going to survive this? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, that's good. And then what else is there? Temple gets boosted in terms of the Ableberry gold monster, so 2 times for that. Like, some people in my group are like swamped of like deciding what they should do, because there's a chance of Murasame or Murasame and Muramasa coming, and then there is, what else is there? Temple, you have to farm Temple, and then all these other stuff, like just normal Heroes Legend series stuff, like oh, I can't reach it in terms of poison. like Divine Shards, EXP, all that stuff. And then on top of that, there's like other random extremes coming on at the same time, and that has nothing to do with anything. So yeah, it's pretty hard to choose what you want to do. And it would have been a lot worse when Skull Dragon comes as well. And yeah. So I doubt NA will be kind of that crazy. And I should be able to clear. But if they did, then I don't know if I can survive. I don't know if I can survive. Maybe you guys can, but I can't. I get swamped really easy. I get like blasted down very easily. Like, just because Skull Dragon's not here anymore for like another week or two, I'm farming now. But if Skull Dragon's here, I would have been like, I'll just leave my Monster Strike playing time till then. Let's see how many Michelangelos are left. I did get that 4-drop, which was really nice. Hopefully I'll be halfway, because it's halfway done. It's been like 36 minutes. 36 minutes. Michelangelo. Oh, I got like 11, so that's good. So I need 9 more. I need 9 more. 4 max luck. And then that will be 84. And then yeah. Oh yeah, I want to show you some really sad things. Really sad thing. I don't know. I'll just show it like this. So this was from last month, and this was the limited dungeon revival, and it is the sumo wrestler. Ready? 97. I totally missed the last session. I did 97 in 2 sessions, and then I totally missed the last one, and I'm at 97. And he's not gonna come back until like I don't know when, or maybe even never. So that's sad. And that would have been my number 84. And then that would have been 1 step closer to 85. And then 10 more till 95. But yeah, it's really saddening. It will haunt me until whenever he comes back. Let's use Scotty. But people have been asking, when does Bubble come in Tower of Champions? And that's in NA, of course. And it will come when the 35th floor comes out in NA, and that's probably not gonna be in a couple of months. I don't know when they're gonna do it, because if not everybody's gonna beat the first 30 floors, I don't think people will go try to beat the go up to 35. And then I guess it's good for the veterans, because of course they can beat it and stuff like that. But you know, Babel is a really good monster in general. Like, he can do a Kala. He's just a good monster in general, in my opinion. And of course the Ascended one is just has wide viability, and wide viability, like 3 nulls, like 3 good nulls, let's just say that, and really good. I use them for like max luck for a lot of stuff. Like if it's a no damage wall dungeon, then I'll use Babel, and then I'll stack with like Aladdin, like, and other monsters that are really good. Like, I hardly use Arthur anymore, only when there's both damage walls and gravity barriers, because I'll go so fast. Like, the dungeon will go by so fast that you won't be able to use Arthur's strike shot, and that's where a lot of finishers come in. And I speed farm, like the speed farm is so fast, like getting through the dungeon, that you won't have time to use that 24 turn strike shot. Like, even now, like I probably won't be using Hikari's meteor anytime soon, so that's why I like short cooldowns for speed farming. But if you want clears, then of course Loki's like probably not the best. I guess Loki's nowhere near the best. Like, there's Robin Hood, there's like Amaxashiro. There's a ton of them actually. So probably not the best, but If you want speed farm and you want like mob clearing, like always have some bump combo that locks on. Like for me, Aladdin's for this team is like Guile and Loki, but like for damage wall dungeons, it'll be Aladdin with his super bomb. And of course Arthur works as well, but I don't usually bring Gabrielle or Lucy, even as a friend monster. And this is a really sketchy position. So I'll probably strike shot and clear off this guy. Well, actually, I can't even strike shot. That's even worse. Okay, there we go. That was a little close because I might have died there. Ouch. But yeah, I usually don't bring Gabrielle or Lucy if it's like, if I don't have like a lock-on monster in my own team. Because it's really, really bad. It just takes you more turns and, you know, it slows down your pace, slows down your farming and all that stuff. So it's not that great as well. Sonic Boom. So hopefully Odin, once Odin comes, hopefully some of my friends will have him. I might ask some of my friends to put him up because of course the new friend system is really, really awesome. Hopefully it comes to NA soon, but there's a lot of stuff that NA doesn't have yet in terms of functionality. Like luck skill's not here yet. Of course max luck bonus is not here. I doubt max luck bonuses will come in anytime soon because not everybody has up to 30 or 50 max lucks. In my opinion, like, you know, it's just the number of players and the demographic and all that stuff. Like, there's no point of putting max luck bonus if nobody's gonna try it for them, and don't want to make like the giant gap between beginners and veterans even bigger. And ouch, that hurts. Who's next? Scotty. I might strike shot with PC. Actually, no, I won't. Should I? I won't. I want to clear off mobs. That's what I wanted. And this is going to hurt. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Next is Loki. And I do have a heart. And that's... Oh. I might die. Oh, I have a heart too. I thought I was going to die. I might survive this. Or maybe not. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, Hikari not the best. Hikari not the best. Hikari doesn't have enough damage, I think. Or I was just really playing really, really badly. Okay, first loss, guys. First loss. It was bound to happen, in my opinion, when I'm not really focusing that much. Shambala. Shambala. Shambala's not... Oh yeah, I did put out Shambala very recently, but that dungeon was... Although I did get lucky, I played it this morning when it came back, and it was not that bad. I helped a few friends get their first Shambalas, and they got carried, I guess. I don't know, they said they got carried, but like they did some good shots as well. It was not all me, it was like everybody played well and stuff like that. But we did get one, and they have a good monster, and she is really good because she has the highest base meteor in the game with 1 million per per meteor, and of course you use her for Yamatotake 0. Yamatotake 0, like, she's the only good farmable in that dungeon. Like, Yamatotake 0, it all depends on the monsters. And all depends on the monsters. Like, if you have either 2 out of the big 3, and the big 3 are Shambala, Robin Hood, or Mamo, then you'll most likely win. And it's not because, like, that's the only reason why the dungeon's hard. It's just the the monsters that are really good for it. And the new series that's coming out, the Chinese one, the green monster, the wood monster, is super OP for Yamato Takeru. What he is I forgot it's flight. Is it flight? Yeah, flight, no gravity barrier, no, flight, water resistance, and Samurai Slayer. Wait, it's Minesweeper water resistance, Minesweeper water resistance, and Samurai Slayer for the gauge. And of course, Samurai Slayer, the two mini bosses is Okuta Soji and Taira no Kiyomori, and they're both samurai, so he works well in clearing them. What's his bump combo? I forgot his bump combo. I remember it being really good. But Strike Shot is self-immune, so he won't be taking damage from the speed bomb if it ever comes into him. So that's good. And we don't know his full stats, so we can't really say much about the speed for the speed bomb thing. So he might be fast, but he is a bounce type, so it might be fast, might be a little bit slow, or it could be in between. Like anything around 350 is okay in my opinion, but he's basically made to counter Yamato Takeru's Zero. So that's good. Oh, I missed. Whatever. Shambala is slow enough already. Let's try to get to Loki. There we go. I guess I didn't tell you about my tower run. So basically, NA, the most I had trouble with was, of course, 23rd. I didn't have any... Actually, I had Oda, so I guess that's kind of cheating. But I was trying with Tempest. I think Tempest works, but you know, I didn't win it with Tempest. I went with another key. What else is there? And 30th was also another Achilles heel for me. I just can't. I did a really good run where I positioned Lucy really well, and then all my colors stacked up along with Lucy because I was trying to position for the strike shot, and then I got one-way lasered into the face, and it was terrible. It was horrible. It was really sad. And got to finish off, hopefully. Not a bad spot, actually. Should I? Or should I get the heart and then... Yeah, I should do it this way. Just in case. Just in case, because I did lose last time. And I could hit the weak spot, yeah. And then next is Shambala. Nobody's gonna attack, so I'm free to hit. And then Loki for the finish. AKA his bump combo. Yeah. Awesome. And I probably lost count of how many I need. I'll probably end off at like an hour-ish, and then I'll see if I need any extras. But yeah, 23 and 30 were my hard ones. And then JP was relatively fast. I cleared it within 24 hours. I wanted to clear within like a few hours, like because I had to get ready for like Skull Dragon. I had to get ready for Skull Dragon, and then at the end it didn't really matter. But the most I had trouble with was the 36th stage. Not a lot of people have trouble in the 36th stage. Well, some people do, but I have like really bad luck with it because I don't have the right monsters for it, and that's why it's kind of in my opinion. So that's why. But either way, hopefully I'll be a lot more stable, and hopefully I'll do like a live stream, like how fast I can go beat the tower. Even for like really fast people, it will take like at least 4 or 5 hours, because just the first 20 floors takes about an hour in itself, even with like a really fast team, like all the OPs like Arthur's lock-ons, lasers, and like boom boom boom, like all those bomb combos. Like it'll still take an hour to beat those dungeons. So it might take at least 3 or 4 depending on how good or how fast I go. But since I found a really fast team for 23rd, well, it's not a really fast team, but a really good team that probably never loses unless something really bad happens, then that's good. The only trouble is 31st because I had to borrow 2 Rapunzels to have a really safe clear, and then 36 because I don't have Rolf and D'Artagnan. Like I can use a friend, but I need at least 2 or 3 of them to get a stable clear, and that will be me being stuck there for a long time. And I finally gone down to how to use Arthur, which is not bad, but you know, I think everybody's seen enough Arthur, and of course all the forums and Facebook pages and all that stuff are asking for Arthur Ascension in NA, so I kind of want to lay back on the Arthur. And even I don't use Arthur that much anymore, in my opinion. Of course I use him for like as normal dungeon farming because that's the best monster I have for those dungeons, but like I don't just bring Arthur willy-nilly anymore. Not because she's like super bad now, but you know, she's not something that I have to use to like actually farm. Like I would choose Loki over Arthur because the actual bump combo, but probably Arthur is a lot better because she can move around even better than Loki. But you know, I always like blast bumps, at least one in my team. That's why I like Aladdin that much. You just deal more damage basically every single turn. It's more consistent. Ouch, ouch. Not really. But yeah. But hopefully next month when NA comes back with the tower, I'll be able to clear it a little bit faster. It took me about 2-3 days, and I did orb for stamina for some of them. And it was not that pretty in terms of the actual wins and losses, I guess. I did get stuck on 23rd and 30th the most. The rest were okay. Like 22nd was not that bad. And then 29 was a little bit wonky because of the friend. But, you know, hopefully. But dang, my NA box. Now just thinking, like, I have 2 Lokis in NA and I have an Odin in NA as well. And they're getting their transcendent forms. So NA's slowly my NA is notorious for like monsters that get buffed later and stuff like that. So hopefully, because next week is going to be a wood monster, so I have like Valkyrie, I have, what else I have there? I don't have Yugurashio, so chances are it might not be Yugurashio. It's a jinx. And my account is a jinx, basically. And boom. 1k, and then last but not least, Guile. But that's a really bad spot. I'll probably just try to grab a heart and end it off like that. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll use Arthur. Because I don't think that was a bad weak spot. If I had a weak spot like somewhere in the vicinity of Guile, that I would have done it to clear, but you know. One more run and then I'll go check. I don't think I have 10 yet because I did lose that run. But hopefully I get good drops for this one. 1, 2. 2 only. 2 only. Okay. Next. One last one and see how much I need. I'll probably need to orb for the last few drops. And let's see what monster. Oh yeah, I still have Arthurs. There's a ton of Arthurs. As you can see, there's a ton of Arthurs, and she is still viable. She's still meta, I guess. She's not. Well, she was never like top 3. Well, actually, she was top 3 at one point, but she's probably not anymore. I think it's Gabrielle, Lucy, Rolf, somewhere in those lines. But I bet sooner or later Arthur will get a transcendent form and then she'll become OP again. But she is the main character. Well, she's one of the main characters in the game. She's like the most beloved character. Yeah, she was like the first OP of the game, basically. This was before Zeus. This was before Harley X. That was before that too. Arthur was the OG OP monster. So that's why they buffed her so much with the Ascension. Because yeah, she wants to be OP. She was the OG OP. Probably a year. Well, even like within a year, it's been almost a year, right? Ascension came in August, I think. I think it came in August, and then she's still holding up. Like she's still like top 10, at least top 5 at least. So that's really good. Like after a year. Of course, Lucy, after a year, she got brought down from number 1 to number 2. And then I'm pretty sure Gabrielle will get dropped down as well. And then like next year, it's going to have some really new OP monster for everybody to roll and stuff like that. Because that's what games do, power creep. It's a never-ending cycle. Create harder dungeons, and then power creep, and to the point where those harder dungeons doesn't matter that much. And then you power creep, and then make more harder dungeons, and then power creep again. It's a never-ending cycle. It's not the best cycle, in my opinion, but it's something that only works to help make money for the company to create, to keep this game up. Well, it's a little better than most other games like Puzzles and Dragons. The power creep lasts for like, the meta lasts for like, I don't know, like half a year I guess. And then White Cat Project or Shield Nickel lasts for like 2 months, whereas Monster Strike lasts for like a year. So, you know, a little bit better, but you know, still not the best strategy, but it's the strategy that's been proven to work for a number of games throughout the years. So that's why gaming companies keep on doing it. Let's try to get a shield pinch there, or drone pinch. That was the worst drone pinch ever. Sonic Boom. Someone should do a count on how much Sonic Booms I did. That would have been funny. Oh, actually, I could do that, but that would be so much work, man. That would be so much work. I'm lazy. Like, I'm lazy with farming already, man. I don't want to be lazy. I like, you know. I don't want to, like, go through the whole video again and then, like, cut out all the Sonic Booms and then do, like, a montage. It would have been fun. It would be fun, but, you know. Would have been fun. And final boss, starting off with Guile and his Sonic Boom. And didn't do anything. That being said, I don't know Street Fighter that much, so I can't really say anything about him. I hardly know Street Fighter. I know like there's a meme where his theme song fits anything. Fits into any like anything that you do. And I'm not gonna strike shot. I might grab mines though. Yep. Where you can do like any situation in the world, you put Gal's theme and then it will fit. But I don't know. That's the only meme I heard of. And that's the only thing I know of Guile. Besides being really, really strong in Monster Strike. Okay. An hour has passed. And let's see how much I got. I'm pretty sure I haven't finished. Depending if I get good drops here. 4 drops. That's awesome. I think I have enough, hopefully. So I don't have to orb. So I don't have to orb. But yeah, I'm just farming to just increase the max luck bonus. I'm not really farming to because the monster is good. Maybe sometime in the future I'll talk about monsters that you should max luck for usage instead of just inflating your max luck bonus. And nowhere near. I need another run. At least another run. 2 more to go. So, go in an orb, and then look up, and then 1 more. That loss cost me an orb. Okay, last one. Should I do like a really fun party? Let's do a really fun party. Should I try Sanada's? Let's try Sanada. I'm gonna keep the max luck. I'm gonna keep Loki. I'm gonna switch Guile up for something else. I don't know what else though. Let's find some no gravity barrier monsters. Oh, let's try Uzume because I'll probably never use her anyways. But I think you saw it on the video. I don't remember, but Amino Uzume, the evolved version, she is no gravity barrier and then no magic circle. Luck skill is a bump combo critical, which is 3 times more on her rebounding EX laser, and then heart growth or item growth SS. So yeah, let's try this. Let's see if it works. I doubt it will. I doubt it will. I should bring Dao-chan for the max luck, but I haven't really maxed her yet. So Sanada, Loki, Amino Uzume, and PCG3. And thank you for the luck bonus. For the last run. Hopefully it's the last run. Hopefully I don't get 1 drop. But basically, the Lux, the counter slayer from Sada will be good enough to deal decent damage. Okay, not bad so far. Well, it's not really that crazy team. It's just carrying 1 fire monster into Michelangelo, which is not that bad actually. Michelangelo's not that hard of a dungeon that you need like a full wood team and stuff like that. I think I brought Jack one time, like way back, and I still won. And Jack is a sprite, so Michelangelo's a sprite slayer M for the evolve form. So that's even worse than bringing a fire monster in there. So if you bring a Micah in there, or Mika, that's a lot of damage. But like I said, Michelangelo's not that bad of a dungeon. Okay. And Sanada's Bumko is just super strong. And I'm being a little bit more careful this time. I'm actually focusing. This is probably the first time I actually focus really hard for a dungeon in this video. Okay. Come on. Come on. Didn't hit Loki. There we go. And the mini boss or turtles. And it's the mini boss. And even so, like some of that, it's not a full wood dungeon, so I mean full water dungeon. So some of that actually has can clear off mobs easier with other mobs. Okay. Like works well with the zombies because the zombies are wood. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, I heard the band score thing. They put up a band score, so if you're in a school band or something, and it's only band, it's not orchestra. I was an orchestra person back in high school, but because I played violin, but orchestra. So if you play brass, flute, or percussion, Monster Strike put up a band score, free to download, and it's for the opening BGM for Monster Strike. So you guys can check that out and hopefully spread some word to Monster Strike. Of course, I guess free advertising for them. And if you like Monster Strike, then that's awesome. And if you want to do it, then yeah, by all means. I can't because I don't play anything. And even I was a orchestra. I was in orchestra. I played violin and I was the crappy violin, so like the one that doesn't do the melody. I was doing like because I was really bad at it. Because in orchestra, my school was anybody can get in if they want to get in. So, and they basically relegate the really bad people to like the really easy parts, and I was one of those people because I don't practice and I was really bad at violin. Because my school had a mandatory course in music, so I had to choose an instrument, and I chose violin because I chose violin. Not because I really like violin, but you know, easier to carry when you try to bring it home. Better than like a cello. Okay, second stage. But yeah, the sample music was really cool. I want to listen to it like all the time from now on. Or if you actually have a band or have a school band and you actually played it, then share it. Like share it, like at least on the forums. At least on the forums, the official forums. Okay, final stage, starting off with Loki. And get somewhere near Sada at least. And there's a heart, but I'm just gonna grow it up but not take it. Oh, beautiful. That's a lot of damage actually, although most of it was from Loki. Oh, that weak spot. Hopefully I get it. I got the weak spot. Not that bad actually. Well, same as Uzume because it had Loki's bump combo in there. And then, boom. Hopefully I get 2 drops. Please give me 2 drops. It'll be a pain if it's 1 drop only. Give me 2. Okay, there we go. And only 2, okay. Well, I don't need Michelangelo for anything else, I don't think. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it. I guess I'll fuse and show you the max lock. but getting close to that 95 max luck bonus. And where's Michelangelo? Michelangelo. Oh, I had the thing on. I had the no gravity berry thing on. And then Michelangelo. 2 more. Max luck. Boom. But like I said, I'm just doing it to inflate max luck bonuses. So I don't think Michelangelo is like a necessity in terms of max luck. It's just that he was an easy dungeon-ish, I guess. I did lose one time. But he was an easy dungeon-ish, and then yeah. But like I said, I'm at 84 now. As you can see, 84, and then 1 more. So 85. At 85 is level 2 on the stamina refill luck bonus. So after you finish the quest, then you have a chance of refilling your stamina bar to full. I've had it happen a number of times for me, but not that much. Like, it's like really low. And then 90 is the friend. Use your own monster as a friend slot. The timer goes down to 1.5 hours. And then last one is the HP bonus when you go in between stages. Level 2 is to 60% of missing HP. Without it is 50%, and with it is 60% at level 2. Level 1 is 55%. So that's it for me. And that was Michelangelo. And I did die once, but I did talk about lots of stuff, so be sure to take it all in. And hopefully I'll do it sometime in the near future. Maybe next week if they have something new stuff, but of course they're gonna show a new Transcendent, but I don't know if that's enough to actually talk for an hour, to blab about for an hour. And I don't even know if there's an actual dungeon that I want to farm for an hour. So that's pretty much it. If you want to leave in the comments of what else I should talk later, talk in the future, then by all means comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.